Alright, so guys, welcome to another reaction. I've been doing reactions on a lot of things, political, socio-economic, and I've been ignoring this Nyabohanse saga. But now today, I am going to do a reaction for the first time for Nyabohanse. Now, of course, you cannot mention Nyabohanse without Ian Marwa. The Dimwango family will be coming right there. Rocio will come. You will hear about CECIL and Jean T and all those, the rest. Of course, I've been following since about 2019. I've been following, and at some point I felt like I don't have an interest in doing anything to do with this, but now it's time. So guys, I don't know whether you've actually seen the biggest unboxing from USA. It's taking us through a tour. Of course, you know, he shows us around every time. Yeah, we are so happy for you for having such a big villa, but Marwa bro. This one, everybody is talking about it. And I think you should think about it so that next time if they bring such a package, bro, don't shame yourself. So I've been watching around how Coco Mama, how Black Beauty TV, Caro, and everybody else, you know, even the Nairobi teacher. I've looked around, by the way, for a lot of information, and what I see, everything is not good though. Yeah, so everything is not good. You know, when you talk about community, you are coming to help the community. What exactly would you be meaning? Yeah, most of the times when you talk about I'm going to help the needless, or rather those in need, we expect to see those in need and not every other person there, right? So what was this about the unboxing? And then now people were scrambling, more of fighting over products. In fact, I didn't like the way it was done. It was as if the people receiving are at the mercy of another. Yes, and then now a video is being taken and we are seeing people scrambling. It was not good though. Let me just tell you, bro. Yeah, because I respect you. You are a big person in Nyabohanse. And if anything, how I wish you would be, you know, managing the, you know, the sharing of whatever you are giving there, the shoes, the bags, the cloth, without actually feeling like you are an interested party. I believe CECIL actually trusted you with this baggage, knowing that you don't need it. And you are just supposed to give those who needed it. But then, the drama that was here, I'm just going to play a short discussion. Of course, I'll not be showing you, but people know your voice and they know it was you who was talking here. So, let's go. So, to start with, when you began the shooting, of course, you ensured that Toto Maisha is barefooted. That is the one thing, yeah? Strategic, right? Yeah, so let's be looking at this. So, let me just show the video of Rocho and Toto Maisha. And of course, you'll know this was strategic. And I can see, of course, that feeder is from the rich aunt. So let's see this. So guys, can you see those feet? So of course you'll see later in the video why
you might think
they decided that Baby Maisha will have such.
I want you to listen the message from CECIL, the uncle. What exactly does he say? What is his expectation? And then from there, tell me whether I am wrong or you are wrong, or is Marwa wrong. Yeah, so listen to this.
First of all, yes, I want to say a hearty welcome and good day, good morning, good afternoon to everyone there in the village of Nyabohanse. Yes. I'm in a sound mind and no one else tells me or asks me to say anything to benefit them. All right, Uncle. I am saying this now today, that all the stuff, every single thing that I brought and left at the villa, yes, is in the hand of Frederick Marwa. Yes, thank you, Uncle, for making that. He can do anything he wants with it. anything. Okay? It's a courtesy of coming from Frederick Marwa.
Thank you, Uncle, for making that clear.
So
Because
there's no one should refute anything that he says that he's going to do with them.
thank you, Uncle. And I'm praying God to give me the best decision ever, and I'll do the best thing. But Uncle, just to give you just a small thing is, I was talking to myself that I have a lot of workers in the home here. I have people who work for me. I have ladies who live here. Before, for example, the one working over there, before we give like outsiders and all these people that sometimes they bring a lot of chaos to our home, people like Uncle Mo, my mom, Uncle Gutu, people should first receive whatever they feel is good, and what is left will be arranged together to be taken to children's home. Because I've seen a lot of people say we can take this to children's home. But the thing is, there are clothes for older people here. Like, for example, the other day, Rocio found a trench coat here, which is it's leather. We cannot take that to children's home because that is not for a child. It's for elderly people,
Well, what you do, Marwa, is you take your time and you sort them out.
Actually, that is what. Yes.
You give it to people who you believe is deserving of it.
That is true.
Just make believe that you went away and you harnessed all those things, you collected all those things, and you're giving it away. You don't have to ask anybody how to do it.
Thank you,
Okay. So, guys, the first question is the mistake Cecil or Marwa's? I want you to interpret that message. Because it's like Marwa already has made up his mind. He has made up his mind that he's going to give his people first. And of course, in the video, he began by saying he's going to give maybe the workers, those who help. Unfortunately, his greed could not let him just give the workers. He again said, my mom, people I am with. So I was like, okay. So was this a way to quickly ask that they first pick what is good for them before they can go and give other people? That's my problem. Because I don't care whether it's Mutumba or New or whatever. But Ian, Marwa, you've traveled in 70 different continents, right? And with this big villa, I believe, of course, you don't have any scarcity. In fact, your mother has a job. In fact, she has a good life that many people whom such donations could focus towards don't have. So I believe this used cloth would have gone to the, and Marwa specifically now begins to define people, No, I read that he has a mind that is set to give these goods. Maybe even he would have just wished that his family has it. Yeah, genuinely. From what he has spoken here, I think he wants his family and the people he lives with and those people he is at peace with to receive. Because did you hear what he said? He said, before we give to those people who create chaos for our family and they come around and they become a problem. So, tell me guys, am I the one who is wrong, or Marwa, or what is happening? Because in my mind, what I'm reading is that Marwa had made a decision already that he's not going to give everybody. In fact, for him, he's going to take the clothes to children's home and the rest should be to his family. So, as we are making noise, of course, he had made already a decision. And I don't expect him to complain. When people talk about this, of course, reactors we do because we have our own thoughts. And we want just to say, I wish it was done this way. We didn't expect this of you. Because it's public anyway. When you do it in public, they say when you unveil your loins in public, what do you expect? Yeah, what do you expect? You expect us to talk about it, right? Yeah. So guys, I'll go on and check another part of the video so that you actually see the greed that was exposed now when people are sharing. Because now the uncle said they just sought the good first. Once they sort, they can decide. But you can see Marwa already knows that Rocio checked and there was a trench coat, not fit for children's home. So what is happening? In fact, they are telling us they're unboxing, the biggest unboxing. But what I'm sure of is that they have already checked. So this is just a show. They are just showing us how did Marwa come to know that there was a trench coat, that Rocio had checked. When did she check? Why are they lying to us that there is the biggest unboxing ever from USA after arriving in the villa and staying for a week? And of course, these are things he collected for free. From what the uncle has said, it's not me saying. Yeah? So, it is clear that these things came a week ago. And it seems Marwa and the family have been checking. Don't lie to us. Oh. So, guys, of course, now, CECIL was like proving a point also. Why do I say this? CECIL tells Marwa, make sure those who are saying the old clothes and all that, see. So they were to see from the video because, of course, CECIL has clearly said, if Marwa wants to use the clothes and give it one person, it is his decision. His decision is final. Now, the problem I have is that these are not CECIL's clothes. They were collected from different people. Yeah, whether they are new or old, generally, of course, we know that if donations are made, and of course, whites normally can put on even a cloth for 2 days and share. No problem. Of course, we put on a lot of mutumba. We put on a lot of mutumba. We don't afford to buy new clothes. And some of those very new clothes, it's just new in terms of a name. Of course, we don't actually know where they are from. Only that we see the brands and how they are packaged. So, was it necessary for CECIL to actually say that those people should see? I don't think when people talk about it, they have any loss or profit to make. You know, when you talk about something, it's because you are feeling that there is a letdown, yeah? And you don't have necessarily to be told whether it will benefit or not. So, guys, let's get to the now sharing aspect, because I don't want to take a lot of time on this first video on Nyabohanse, actually.
This is crazy. Even me, I will be enjoying one. Oh my God.
Yeah, so you heard that? He will be enjoying one, right? So it's not a business of, again, distributing. I'm trying to understand, you know, because people have talked a lot and I'm trying to understand. And now I see. Now, the problem is shared here. Marwa and CECIL. CECIL has given these things, but it doesn't look like he's willing to have everybody have it. He has the things, but he wants Marwa to control. And in fact, he wants to again restrict who receives. He is very worried about those who abuse him, those who abuse Mama Concrats, those who abuse Marwa, those who talk about Rocio. And he's saying those people are ungrateful. So which people? Come on, guys. So are you among the ungrateful that are targeted? So let's go on, because I am waiting for that part where they're scrambling for the shoes. Of course, guys, you saw in the video how Marwa was heating up when he realized that the people he's working with, again, want to grab everything. Now, I want you to see this part. And I'm not the one choosing to do it all. They have done it. So I'm just reiterating what they did. Now, Marwa quickly reveals that he will be intending to, you know, it will be like a mali thing. Yeah? Nada. You raise something, you call up, somebody says me, and you give. Now, I was wondering, is this a good plan? Because if 3 people say me, what will you do? Okay, so let's just hear this.
These things, I like to do things like that. Transparent, everything clear. Hey, what wapi? Hey, there's another guy who has arrived. Uncle Gutu goes with Balenciaga as his only. Uncle Mo goes with Gucci. Itiriba, where are your shoes? I have the shoes from outside. No, bring them here. I want to show people. I don't want to do corner things. I was going outside, so that's why I'm not. No problem, Itiriba. Just bring. It's nothing personal. I just want to show people what I'm giving out. Yeah, this is Githriba. Very nice. These are which one? Githriba?
I don't know what it's called.
This is Nike. Nike sneakers.
Nike.
So they say they are not
Nike.
all right.
Githriba has found something. Uncle Guto has found more than one. I'll have to close my eyes and let him go like that. Tuonyeshe umepata nini? Nataka nionyeshe watu. Sitaki vitu za kuficha ficha. I'm saying I don't want to hide things. We want to show people what everybody's getting. And Uncle is getting socks, he's getting a belt. Toa tuone Githriba msaidie. I want transparent. I don't want somebody. Uncle Guto enjoys that. Another Uncle Guto enjoys. Uncle Guto says he's more than satisfied. Another Uncle Guto. Hey, Uncle Guto inafaa sasa nunue sanduku.
Marwa saw a shoe and he was like, hey, Maisha will have this. What do you think about that? Anyway, of course, from very many reactions, people are like, okay. No wonder earlier on you had your son with, shoeless feet. Do you agree with such a decision or thought? Okay, so let's look at the shoe. And of course now he was looking for the pair. The pair. Okay, so guys, people are like, why did Mama Marwa have to pick anything? Anyway, the uncle told Marwa to decide what he will do. And of course, he felt like Mama needed something from the baggage. So I'll ask you guys, why did you feel like Mama Marwa should not have taken? Anyway, everybody is talking and they are saying greedy family. And I don't know what you feel about it. So let's see what Mama Marwa picked.
Whole package. My dad gets a very nice shirt. Another very nice shirt. Nisaidie kupanga hizi jameni, nimeonyesha kwa video. I want to show. Okay, another one Anastasia show people. I want people to see. I just want people to see.
Yes.
For transparency and everything. Polo. Mom, this is a very expensive shirt.
Yes.
Very expensive. Actually, even the price is here. 1,000. Actually, it's like 2,000. $16. You show the front. This is for David Jr. This is a very good one. Very good t-shirt. Very good t-shirt. Yes, for my brother David Jr. guys.
Yeah, that is that.
That is that. Another one.
Is it? So guys, I will not take more time on this because I've done what I think is enough. Doing a reaction on whatever has happened here. So guys, I don't have to take more time on this, but I've already shown what I have to show. And of course you heard Marwa saying that a day later they would dispute, and of course the sharing was there. And of course we saw how Mama Marwa again wanted a bag, a travel bag, but then she felt no. Then she decided to give it to Rocio. So guys, you saw Uncle Good, you saw everybody there, you know, getting one thing or the other. So, of course, there are a lot of things talk about this, and we will talk about it. Yeah, so, of course, the decision started with CECIL. So, if I was given a chance to actually distribute these things, I'm just asking myself, what would I have done? And of course, much of the products were new or likable, but there are still some which are old, let's agree. Because like the shoes, Maro was looking for a specific black shoe because the uncle had told him. And you could see clearly that some of the shoes are a bit old. Yeah. They are a bit worn out. Yeah. And of course, even the clothes, they're just the normal mutumba we see. However expensive they may be, the normal mutumba shoes we see all over. And it's not out of disrespect that we talk. We are just talking frankly about what happened and what would have happened, our expectations, you know. And we are not here to dictate what you are to do. Of course, it is upon you. We did not have any luggage coming from US. But we are just trying to say, if it comes, how should we do it? If it said it's community, then I believe establishing first the families that are deprived, totally they can't buy clothes, would be important. Then those children's homes. Then once we sort out, we pick and take to them. I think that would have been a better approach to community aspect than this aspect of beginning with giving the best to those who are around you than others. If at all there is anyone who works for you and they don't have, then you would have also thought about it in the process of sorting out those who don't have. But the biggest question is the scramble that happened later. That is the biggest question that many people are raising. Yeah, so bye-bye for now. I wouldn't spare a lot of time on this. Next time we meet in another video. Bye-bye.